Massimo Bottura is one of the best chefs on the planet. The guy is considered a genius in the kitchen. Still, it doesn't mean he is infallible or untouchable. So please spare me all the comments like how much Chef Bottura achieved in his life. Okay. I will never do what he did. Get over it, because I did it. Bottura's name and images are almost everywhere. You can't be mistaken. The message is clear. They market the restaurant through his name. It's his restaurant and his cuisine. With this strategy, client expectations are very high, and the problems start here. The first disappointment of most guests is discovering that it's not a fine dining restaurant. The setup is very casual. Somehow, it reproduces a restaurant in Italy in the 60s, typical of the region where Bottura grew up. Our last visit was during Chef Bottura's special dinner a few weeks ago. We wanted to try the restaurant again when the big chef was in the house, which happens 2 or 3 times a year. Due to the presence of Chef Bottura, they offered a special 6 courses tasting menu with no other choices. Let me cut it short and get straight to the point. The dinner was a disaster. Much worse than the usual experience in Torno Subito. We wait for an eternity for each course, which is always a bad thing. But when every dish is a disappointment, or just okay, and you have the best chef in the world in the kitchen, it becomes inexcusable. The only dish that deserves mention is the baby cuttlefish, which was so bad that I was astonished. All the rest was okay or forgettable. The service was distracted and not even close to a Michelin star restaurant standard. Chef Bottura went to each table to entertain the guest. It's normal. He is a star, and people want to see him. I had no illusion he was actually cooking, but at least he could have put a bit more effort into offering a better experience. Besides Bottura's presence, and more in general, Torno Subito is not a successful restaurant. W Hotel was planning to close it. The totally undeserved star saved the restaurant from closure. Let me tell you what everybody thinks and nobody says. They got the star because of Bottura's name, not because the restaurant deserves it. The problem is that Dubai has a lot of good restaurants, but almost no one with real Michelin star standards. The guide decided to play safe and give stars to big names. They couldn't end up giving the star to only 5 or 6 restaurants. Not good for the business and not good for Dubai. I guess you already know what I am about to tell you now. Does Torno Subito deserve the Michelin star? Absolutely not. Will I suggest you to try the experience? No, not really. But I have to be honest, the restaurant is nice and the regular menu is okay. It's all about the expectations. If you have a Michelin star, and you market yourself with the name of the best chef in the world, the experience must be up to the expectation. It is not. Not even close.